Hi guys, and welcome back to Gorge River. Today I'm with Dad and Sarah here at home on the west coast, and we're going to go and find some Pauas. It's low tide, and we're also going to check out an awesome limestone cave while we're up north of Gorge River. This is my home at Gorge River. So ever since I've been old enough to fit inside Dad's backpack, I've been out with him collecting paua and other shellfish. It's just kind of something we always do, especially when the tides are really low.
About every couple of weeks you get a spring tide, and that's a good time to go looking for shellfish amongst the rocks, because the tide goes a long way out. And so we're going to go and see if we can find some pauas. I'll be looking, I'll go to somewhere where I normally know that there'll be some there. They're actually hard to get off unless you've got a knife or an implement. Because the sea is so calm, we should be able to find some just on the edge of where the water is, maybe in about 50 centimetres of water. We rely a lot on the food that we can get here, so we get paua. Occasionally we'll dive for crayfish. Someone might shoot a deer. Like last time I was up there, we saw a deer on a slip, and the next day our friend shot a deer up there. And other days we just go fishing for like blue cod, or catch a few yellow-eyed mullet or a kahawai at the river mouth. That's how I've kept the family fed right from when the kids were young. They pretty much lived on fish, seafood. It's funny, I've seen starfish chasing after them, starfish eat them, and that's one time when you see the paua actually moving. They'll be moving at about, I don't know, 1 metre an hour, and the starfish will be moving at like 2 metres an hour, and all of the pauas are racing to get away from the starfish, but usually the starfish eventually gets onto the top of the paua and then sucks the life out of it. They have to be 125 mils long from there to the other end along the shell. So I've got a measure here on my knife, just there. So that one there is bigger than it needs to be. It's actually got some little holes here. There's a row of holes, and when it pushes the water out here, it creates a sucking action for that to clamp onto the rock. You have to take the foot out of the shell, and you normally just slide your thumb in underneath and just get it out. I normally take that off. If you want to eat this, you need to tenderize it, otherwise it's almost like eating rubber. Then when you cook it, it'll be nice and tender.
You can find Pauas along most of this coastline. Some places they don't really grow to takeable size, and other places they do. There's no great numbers in this area, but they are pretty much all the way along this coast. If you get down and have a look at low tide, you can usually find a feed somewhere at least, which is important. So we don't take a lot of Pauas, we just take what we need. Swallow the sandfly. Usually take about 10 Pauas every month, and that's enough to feed our family, and that way there's always more Pauas when we go back. It's important here when you live in a sustainable sort of way to make sure that you've always got enough of your resources. So if you go and take all the Pauas at once, then you've got no more Pauas to breed and you've got no more food. That's enough for Pauas. Now we're going to go and check out a really cool limestone cave.
Who would have known there's a big hole here?
This is a pretty cool wee cave to have near home. It's super slippery getting down in here. It's a limestone cave, as you'll see when we get inside. And there's some really cool stalactites and stalagmites.
Awesome. Look at these ones.
That's all for today. Tide's coming in and we're heading home. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stand by for some more Gorge River adventures while I'm at home here. And otherwise, until our next one, cheers for watching.